Hey guys, so today I'm filming 5 little videos, 5 little videos on my makeup. This is going to be the intro for every single video, so if you watch it, I will put, if you watch all of them, I'm going to put a little time thing in the bottom for you to skip past the intro, because, you know, you don't want to watch the same intro 5 times. But I want to do them, like, a bit more in depth, because I love doing like videos where like I show everything that I've got, and I love watching those kind of videos, but they always like are on for like an hour or something, and I'm like no, can't be bothered to watch that for an hour. So I'm gonna be like going through my cheek area, which is like blush, highlight, contour, bronzer, that kind of shiz. Then I have eyes, which is like what is eyes? Eyeshadow, eyeliner, primers, stuff like that, mascaras, I don't think I said mascaras, stuff like that, there we go. And then I have a base section which is brows, foundation, concealer, primer, powder. Then I have brushes, which are all my brushes because I don't have too many, and then I have lips. So yeah, let's get on with the video. For the lipstick video, I will be doing a try on haul. It's not a haul, I'm just trying it on. I'm going to be trying on the colours that I can, because there's some colours I just can't try on. Yeah, and there will be swatches of everything as well, so there we go. This is going to take a heck of a long time to film, but I hope you guys enjoy it, because I'm going to love editing it, and I'd love to watch it if it was on someone else's channel. Yeah, let's get going, shall we? Okay, that's the end of my intro, just so you know. Oh, not again. Okay, so you guys are on my brushes video right now, so you can see how I have my brushes. I have my brushes set out as in base, so these are my foundation, concealer, powder, blending, brow brushes. That's what these are. This little pot is just from IKEA as well, by the way. It was like really cheap for 2. Then I have this, which is all my eyes brushes. So like for blending, for applying colour, for like, I don't know, eyeliner, all that kind of brushes are in here. And finally I have this brushes. So this has like a lip brush in it. It has highlighter brushes. I hate this brush though. It has contour, blush, highlight, stuff like that. Those kind of brushes. Let's get on with the video. Okay, the first one I'm going to do is Unbranded. So I have 3 brushes. I got these from eBay or somewhere like that. And these are, one of them is like this kind of brush where I don't know, I'd pack the colour on with this, the foundation. I will only use these brushes for foundation. I do not like using foundation brushes, so I'm going to use a cheap brush for foundation, because I don't like dirtying brushes for foundation. So I'll like go like that with this brush with my foundation and just like plop it on my face or something. And this one is for this one's also foundation, and I go like that with this one. Obviously same kind of motion. But this one I'm not a huge fan of. If I'm going to do any, I prefer this one, because this one's a bit more dense and the colours just, it feels a bit more hard on your face, this one, whereas this one's more soft. And this one is a bit like my face brush, where I would just use this for blending if, I don't know. So like these brushes I could take like away with me, that's what I mean, like I could use one if I go away, because I'm not too bothered if I lose them. I probably wouldn't lose them, but you never know. So there we go. Okay, these are brushes where I only have one of them, like one kind of them. Like I've set them into different sections. This one is a Revlon brush. This is a powder brush. It's obviously a mini. Oh, I think it's a mini anyway. I got it in Ipsy, and it's very good. I use it today for my powder, so I just like rubbed it all over my skin. But I found that today was the first time using it, and I found that little hairs come out of it as I use it. But you know, it's a good brush. Again, it's good for travel, because it is tiny, it's compact, and how cute is the little point? That is adorable. Loving that. Then I have this, which is a Superdrug brow and lash comb. It has this bit for like thing in your brows. Let me just grab my brows. That's your eyelashes, not your brows. And then I also have this bit, which is for your brows. It's like just to like, you know, brush them out. So there we go. And then I have a Body Shop Slanted brush. I use this one for gel products, like gel eyeliner or gel brows. Mainly gel brows. I don't use this for gel eyeliner at all, but hey. There we go, I can pretend I do. But it will be good for that. Then I have a MAC 204 brush, which I use for brushing my brows. I never use the Superdrug one if I didn't say. And then I finally have a Zoeva 142 Concealer Bluffer brush, which I don't use it, but I would like use it like going around my nose and maybe going under my eye, like just dabbing it. But I don't use that. I used to use it, but I don't so much anymore. Then I have two Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponges. This one is the one that I use for foundation, so I use this to date, put on my foundation, so like blob it on, so I go like that, and then I like, the end I rub it. Actually, I don't rub it anymore. I used to rub, but I don't rub anymore. Then I use this side for like going under my eyes or for going around my nose. There we go, I've got that. And then I have this one, which I originally used to use for powder, so like I would use this side and I would like dab like powder like that, but I don't do that anymore because I don't bake. I didn't really get into the hype, you know. And then I have a Real Techniques brow brush. I use this one for my powdered brow, so you know, that kind of stuff. Then I have a Real Techniques Expert Face brush, which I use if I feel like the beauty blender kind of thing, the Miracle Complexion sponge, hasn't done a good enough blending job. I will get this little bad boy out and I'll like blend all over my face with it, and yeah. So basically, if I was going to use any brush for foundation, it would probably be this one, but I wasn't a fan on the application when I did that because I did try it. Then I have a Real Techniques Retractable Kabuki brush, which I use for my NARS powder, and I like put it like this and I'll hold it like this and just like rub it over my face. I was told that I needed to use a Kabuki brush, but the woman was trying to sell me a $30 one, no, a 30 quid one, and I was like, no. I just bought a 30 quid foundation from you, love. I don't need a 30 quid brush as well. And then I have the powder brush, which is my first Real Techniques brush, and obviously I use it for powder. I love this brush so much. Even though I have the Revlon one, I'm still going to use this one, and only the Revlon one for travelling, because this one is just so good, but it's just so big that it's hard to travel with. So that is all of my base brushes. Okay, then I'm going to do my eye brushes. Okay, so first off, I have the same Unbranded brand. It's not really a brand, but you know what I mean. The same Unbranded, just white, in eyeshadow brushes. These ones I don't use so much of. I tried to use this one for, I don't even know, but I can see that I tried to use that one. I haven't even used this one at all. This one I tried once, and then when I tried to clean it, it didn't go very well. So with this one. These ones would probably just be like for blending more than anything else, but they're just a bit, they're not very good, and I just don't use them very much. But, you know, I've got them there for if I run out of brushes, I've got some more. Then I have this one, which are also unbranded, but they are the brand Makeup Thieves, like they're just a cheap brand. I have this one, which I use for highlights. So I like do inner corner highlight with this one. That's what I did today with it. I have this one, which I don't know what I use it for, but I've used it for a black before. I've always like packed it into the corner or something, or like in this corner. I don't bloody know. Wait, I used it for under the eye. That's what I did. I used it for like smudging under the eye. Got this one, which I would assume is like a brow brush. It's like a slanted brush. I don't know what you'd use that one for. Then I had these little cotton, is that isn't cotton at all, mate. I don't know, little spongy brushes. I don't know what I'd use that one for either, but you know, it's good to have one if you wanted to blend maybe. And this one, I also don't know what that one would be used for, but I've got it anyway. Then I have a Zoeva 227 soft definer brush, which I mainly use for blending. So like I use it today to blend a colour into the crease. Actually no, I use it to apply the colour to the crease. But you know, that's what I use it for. I use it for applying or blending something to the crease. I always use my finger to put it on like the base, and then, you know. Then I have this Rimmel Gel Eyeliner pencil. It's not a pencil at all, it's a brush. Got that, and I use that for just putting eyeliner on. but I mainly use this one now. This one is the Real Techniques Fine Liner brush, and this one is really good. I will use this one the most. Then I have this one, which is my Real Techniques base shadow brush. This one is really good. If I'm going to use a brush to apply shadow to the base, it is this one, but usually I will just use my finger. So then this one for blending. I have this one, which is the Deluxe Crease Brush, which is apparently good for concealer, but I don't use it for that. I instead use it for putting colour into like the outer corner of my eye, because I think it's good for that, and it's perfect shape for that. And this one is the accent brush, which I don't use, but if I did, I would use it for under the eye as well. And finally, I have this brush set. Okay. So I have 3 more of those brushes. This one I did originally have in my eye section, but then I started using it as like nose contour, so like down here, because it's just like a smaller nib, and it's just, well, let's see if you can see. Yeah, it's just better for that. And I have this one, which I would use for blusher. It's kind of more of a face brush, but I think I tried it for face and it wasn't very good. So I'll just use it to like apply blusher if I wanted to. And this one I would use for contour because it's like slanted, so like I would go like that with it. Is the blusher brush by The Body Shop. This was like my first ever makeup brush. Like all of the Body Shop ones that I have are my first ever makeup brushes. So yeah. They're really good. I would really recommend them. Yes, they're expensive, but my mum said, oh, they're not really that expensive, but my mum said that she wanted to get me like more pricier ones because they were better quality and they'd last for ages, whereas getting cheap ones, like, so you have to replace them often, as we just found out, because I haven't had this for that long. So then I have this Beauty 360 lip brush. You'll find out why I got this when we get to lipsticks. But yeah, I had some lipsticks where I had to use a brush really to get a good application with it. So I got this, and I actually haven't used it since I bought it because I haven't used those lipsticks. So definitely need to give them a go. Then I have another Expert Face brush by Real Techniques, but I stuck contour brush on it, like with that. So I use it for like contour. I don't actually, I mainly use it for bronzer, so like I'll go like this and I'll go like that with bronzer, and I think it looks really good for that. And then I have a Real Techniques mini face brush, which I use for highlight, so there you go. I have a Sephora Multitasker contour brush, which I don't actually use for contour, and then I used to use it for nose contour like that, but now I have this one, but I think I do still prefer it when I use the Sephora one. And finally I have this Sephora Kabuki brush, like it's the blue one. Retractable Kabuki brush, that's what it's called. I don't use this because I didn't, when I was younger, like when I first got it, I didn't want to use it because it was blue and I loved it and it was expensive for me at the time. So I didn't want to use it. And I haven't got out of the phase of using it yet. I haven't got out of the phase of not using it yet. So I went through a phase of using it, as you can see, because it's a bit dirty. But I don't know what to use it for. I used to use it for blending in my contour if it was too much, but it never worked for that. So I don't know. I don't know what I'd use it for, but you know, if I ever want it, it's there. Okay, so that is all my brushes. I hope you guys enjoyed the in-depth conversation kind of me telling you what my brushes are, what I use them for, and all that kind of stuff. If you have any brush recommendations I can have, comment them below because I'm happy to give some more brushes a go. Yes, I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye!